everybody the lowdown on why Jesus died, why he died and what he died for and everything, what it means, where he saved us from ourselves and this and that and our sins, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now a lot of believers are going to dislike this, and a lot of atheists are going to dislike this. The atheists dislike it because it proves something, okay? The believers are going to dislike it because it doesn't coincide with what they want to believe, okay? Anyway, alright, so before you have any kind of laws, you have no ideas, no rights or anything, okay? They don't even exist. There's no concept of them. You have nothing but a bunch of backwards idiots, barbaric animals. They're lawless, okay? They like killing each other. They like, they're just wicked, There's no, real live and let live policy. There's no morals, no morality, nothing, okay? Alright, so the Catholic Church has come along and like, man, we can't stand this. All these people, these wicked people in the world, man, we just want to live, but there's more wicked and crazy-ass people in the world than, golly, we got to do something, all right? So here comes a guy preaching some good peace and all this, okay? Well, technically, through his whole life, his life was basically, he was destined for this, okay? The Catholic Church has made sure of it, okay? All right, so Jesus is born, basically, Jesus dies, okay? They kill him in the name of something like God. Say, oh, it was the Son of God, Alright, so they pass international law. No lying, murdering, or innocent people. Or murdering innocent people, okay? You can't murder innocent, you can't steal, you can't lie. The main 3 rules or laws. Base of morality right here, okay? So the Crusades happen, the Salem witch trials. Basically, the Catholic churches are going on a spree. If nobody converts, if you do not accept this international law of no lying, murdering, innocent, or stealing, then you are basically not worthy. Plus, they have all the records of all the technology that destroyed the world prior to when we became backwards idiots again. Okay, we had civilization like we have now, but we can't get that back until we have some damn law and order at least. That's what separates us from the animals, our laws. Okay, not just our brains. We'd still be bumbling idiots out in the woods. We'd be the smartest bumbling idiots in the woods, the apex predator in the woods. Like we are now, but still. We'd have no technology, no civilization like we have now, okay? So, technology, the way, if anyone had a Leyden jar, say if somebody knew what static electricity was from myths and legends and all this, okay? And they were making Leyden jars. That was witchcraft. Catholics did not want that technology coming back, all right? Because it destroyed the world before, it'll destroy the world again. We want to make a civilization, So, all of that happens, everything's the Catholic churches now. The Catholic churches run the world. All right? So here comes America. All right? America's base. They adopt this. Okay? They adopt the rules. And they write our Constitution and all of our rights, as a right as people. They adopted it off of this. Okay? So, thank Jesus for this modern world. That's what it means. He died for our sins. We were all idiots and bumbling fools. Our lineage, the progenitor of our lineage, you probably wouldn't even be here right now. That progenitor 200 or 300 years ago would have probably died. 1,000 years ago would have probably died. Most likely, we wouldn't have a family tree. And that's what this is, our family tree. That's what it means to live forever, and the family tree and the bee and the book of life and the tree of life. That's what it means. If we can live in a peaceful, loving world, we will live through our children forever. We will have a lineage. We won't be killing each other off left and right, over and over, back and forth, and no real lineage actually gets to grow. See what I'm saying? It's a little deeper than people want to accept, but it's obvious. If you look, that's all you got to do is care to look, okay? And it proves rationality. It's a gray world. They're half right, half wrong. Everyone's half right and half wrong, And then there's the crazy people that are completely wrong. That literally do not adopt any of this. They're most generally always in prison. They end up in prison, but you know what I'm saying. There's more good people in the world now than bad people. Back in these days, there were more bad people in the world than good. And the Catholic churches, even though it was a lie, it was a necessary evil. And that's where the term necessary evil comes from. And doing good or good intentions pave the road to hell. So a lot of the answers are right in our faces. You just got to look. So now we have the technology in the world and the civilization, We adopted this law of the Catholic churches, the rules
of the Catholic churches, but excluded the witchcraft part, okay? Because these people were seeing, well, that's actually potential right there. We can use that. Why would they hate that, you know? Why would they think that's witchcraft? I mean, that looks like it might be a useful item. And then we started getting into Leyden jars and batteries and experimenting with electricity, and then it led us to technology. I mean, that's, you know, if you have no law and order, or any order at all, how can you propagate? I mean, nothing but order can come from chaos. Okay? If you have chaos, nothing good's going to come from it but more chaos. As soon as you have order, that's when things start happening. And without Jesus' death, we would not have order. Or it would have came a lot later down the scene. Even then, if this was based off of previous people like Jesus, Jesus is actually represents this God and that God and all that, you know. Technically, maybe this hasn't happened before. Maybe we were trying to get our asses on track before and somebody was used, and then everybody ended up resetting somehow, and it had to happen again. See what I'm saying? So history does repeat itself on larger scales and even smaller scales. But there's a relative factor that's always larger in the larger scales. And I'm not going to get into all that. I'm just saying I'm going to keep this as simple as I possibly can. And this can be proven. All this can be corroborated. Look up international law, the Vatican, and the Holy See, and then just start reading. And you'll start seeing all of this had to do with politics. And it was good politics. It was good to have order, but then it just started being perverted over time and taken advantage of and used to their will, and then it just started becoming nepotism and, you know, just corruption and greed, and it just, boom, the evil came back. Mankind just turned back into evil through money. Bureaucracy became the new religion here, and money became the new God. And it's just no way to live.